How you doing, guys? Gore to see you here. Today I have a new deck profile and I have a new camera. Well, not a new camera. I just set it up because I'm a filmmaker and managed to hook up my camera to my PC finally. So yeah. Anyways, today I'm gonna give you an update on Forest deck. Really, nothing really changed compared to the other ones. I only put one card and change a couple cards here and there compared to the last one. So yeah, I really don't want to spend too much time talking about it since really nothing really changed compared to the last deck profile that I did about Forest. So anyway, starting with the evolved deck, one Elephant, one Dia, Ancient Elves, two Sukunas, and Rose Gardeners. Really, I think this is the same ratio I had last time. I'm not sure if I changed something in here because I did change this deck a couple once set 5 release, but started playing Dragoncraft because I really wanted to play something else. So as of now, this is basically the bread and butter. I don't really see myself changing much from the evolved deck for now. But yeah, I was planning on playing the puppets and all, but I really didn't see the reason why. So anyways, so this is just a combo heavy deck. Starting with the cost ones, so we're playing 3 copies of Harvest Festival, 3 copies of Nature's Guidance, 3 copies of Spring Green Protections. These are going to be your cards that will probably do stuff when you see them in your opening hand, and you really want to see them at least in your opening hand. At least the amulets, so you really want to see your hand Harvest Festival with any card that adds something to the hand, like Ancient Elf, and some of the Uma cards for sure. So basically you can start filtering through your deck to see if you can get your win con and so on and so forth. Obviously I'm playing Spring Green Protection in here just for that extra value that if the card leaves the field, you make 1 Fairy Whips, and then the other effect, if you do combo 3, you can sacrifice this card and basically give the follower +1 defense and then +1 attack. So this card is amazing and I really like it a lot. So next, we're playing 2 copies of Sukuna, 2 copies of Elmay Child. Now, the reason I'm playing 2 copies of Sukuna, at the beginning, she really doesn't do much. Obviously, it's a good card to just put on the field, and if it doesn't die, you can go bounce it back up and down. The only problem right now with this current format is that, well, there's a lot of spot removal. So, playing Sukuna first turn, it's a little bit meh. And mainly, you just really want to get the most value out of her by using the Storm. So, she's pretty freaking good, but I don't see myself playing 3 copies since I really don't want to see her in my opening hand. This is more of a late game card that I want to see, and then do combo 5 pair with Spring Green Protection, and that's it. Now Elfmage Shell is one of those cards that I kind of really want to see in my opening hand, especially if I'm going second. If your opponent playing something, you can just go ahead and play Elfmage Shell and ping whatever they're playing for 1, or you can just go ahead and wait 1 turn, play this, and then Nature's Guidance this card back, so getting rid of a card, and then basically drawing 1 is pretty good. And obviously this going back to your hand is a good way to just protect the card for sure. Obviously you can take a screenshot if you need. Alright, going into the cost 2, this here, I'm playing Sylvan's Justice. This is basically kind of like a surefire bullet, but it makes you a fairy in the EX area. I really like this card, especially now since there's a lot of cards that are very annoying. So having some spot removal is pretty good, especially since it's quick, and the fact that it makes a fairy is a good card for late game to start doing tokens. To start doing combo later on into the game, and especially since Cassiopeia also counts the cards in the EX, this is a good card to start feeling your back row. Next, the new addition is the Fashionista. I really didn't read this card correctly until the other day where I was going through cards to update. This card is just an act kind of situation where you could just rest her, combo 3, and either give something negative 2, -2, or get something +1/+1. So this card could be good for OTKing if you have Sukuna and all this stuff. So if for some reason this card is on the field, it's pretty good, so it could start resting and pumping some cards here and there. But you can also make your Sukuna super big or your Elephant super big depending on the situation how you're playing. And obviously Elephant by itself is going to be super big, but Fashionista I misunderstood this card and underrated this. This card is pretty good. Next, obviously, self-explanatory. Marvelous Sunday. Add something back to your hand. Heal 2. Ancient Elf. Amazing Ward. Especially going first. Paired with Harvest Festival. This card's amazing. And if you're going second, even better. The fact that you could just bounce 2 cards back with only 1 card is super good. And it turns into a 5/5. So the 5/5 is super annoying and a ward. Crystalia Tia, and 1 Eat Fast, Yum Fast. Searches for your elephant, and that's basically it. It's basically another one of those cards that you just really want to get into your win con just in case something happens. So it basically counts as an extra copy of the elephant. And obviously you can play this earlier game and do combos, set up a couple things here and there, search for your elephant. This counts her to combo 1. And the good thing about it is that, it's a cost 2. Now, if for some reason you have the elephant on the field or something, whatever happens, or you have a Sukuna, this targets something with Storm. And if I'm not mistaken, it gives it +3 attack. So, yeah. Yeah, so like a follower with Storm on the field and give it +3. So, obviously, if you have some extra spare points and you have a Sukuna on the field, Sukuna cool. And for some reason, Sukuna is for the 5/5. Yeah, this card will probably just bump the Sukuna a little bit more, especially since you get into those later games with all the low cost cards. You will do a lot of damage. So yeah. Next, for cost 3 on upward, we have Rose Gardener. Rose Gardener's amazing combo 3, draw 1, add something to your opponent to the hand. It's pretty good. 1 copy of Rose Deer. I was debating on playing another copy of him, but I really like just the gamble to see, if I see him good, if I don't see him nice. He has Rush. It's good to trade something and just makes me something in the back. So basically, for card economy wise, this card is amazing. It's a good spot removal kind of situation, and it just basically gives me something in the back that it could just replace itself. The other good thing about it is that this can get rid of problematic cards early game. And then you can just add it back to the hand to replay it, and obviously it will just give you another Rose Torn in the back, and I love it for sure. Not much I can say. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Cassiopeia and 2 copies of the new card in here, Spinataria, whatever it's called. So really can't say much. Obviously, it just gets you cards that you need. You just reveal 1 follower and 1 spell, so obviously gives you a card, and then combo 3, recover 3 play points. Cassiopeia, I really like it a lot. Now, the reason why I'm playing 2 and 2 is because since you filter through your deck a lot, you will at least see any of the big cost cards in here, and you really don't want to see cards to break you early game, especially since we're playing the other cards in here. These are just cards that are late game, and I feel like the correct ratio for playing this game is just basically 10 to 12 cards that are high cost, so you can just kind of finish the game up. So if you see them in your opening hand, it's understandable, but you really don't want to see multiple cards in your opening hand. So this is basically kind of like your finishers or combo heavy stuff. Cassiopeia is super amazing if you play it on turn 5, then follow up by the elephant, because Cassiopeia is basically like a pseudo board wise, especially if you're getting a bunch of cards back to the hand. Spinaria, Spinaria, I think that's her name. Super good, gets you whatever you need. So basically it's kind of like a +1 to your hand, and then obviously recover 3 play points if combo 3. That, late game it could come and go, but just to filter through your deck more, just to get it whatever you need back to your hand is pretty good. Silverbolt, I'm still playing Silverbolt just for that extra win con that I need in case, you could just go ahead and play elephant, bounce everything back to the hand, hit for the elephant, and then if your opponent gets rid of the elephant and they're in critical, because obviously if they don't get rid of the elephant they'll probably lose, you can just go ahead and secure it with Silverbolt. So that's probably the bread and butter of the entire deck. Just play elephant, big, swing for numbers, and then Silverbolt just for the game. And that's pretty much it for the deck, and really I can't say much. So yeah, that's it. See ya.